Listen, I'm gonna help you out. If you want to see a scary spider movie, Arachnophobia is the movie to go to. This movie's awesome. This is a classic in my opinion. I love this movie, and I have a review of it on this channel. So check that movie out. Now let's talk about a new scary spider horror movie. Sting stars Aliyah Brown and Ryan Core and is about after raising an unearthing, talented spider in secret, 12-year-old Charlotte must face the facts about her pet and fight for her family's survival. Thanks to Regal Mystery Movie for another mystery movie, and this one was marketed as a horror mystery movie, so as a huge horror fan, yeah, I'm very intrigued, but it's very easy to figure out what movie you're seeing. But anyways, the point is Sting releases on April 12th, and I got an early review for you. I didn't know a whole lot about this movie going in. I knew the poster, I knew about the story, but I never saw a full trailer of the movie. And I walked out saying, if you can honestly turn your brain off for certain people, this might be a fun enough time, honestly. It's 90 minutes, it has a one location setting, and it has really cool ideas, and that's where I'll start my positive. This movie alone, cinematography-wise, is not half bad. There are some really nice shots, especially with the lighting and the snow outside. Definitely good atmosphere moments, and I really gotta give credit to the cinematographer. There were a few moments where web was on a certain person and the camera, you're just looking, you're like, what am I really looking at here? So there are a few moments of that nature, but for the most part, the movie is very well helmed, and I like the movement of the camera. I really do like with the movie, the characters, and just the small things with the spider. That's really cool. And for one scene, we get an animatronic spider, which is really cool. Always like seeing that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's about it, honestly. Like, honestly, I like the idea of a big spider in this apartment building, and basically there's a spider in the walls. Like, that's a cool idea. I just think the director of this movie, and I saw that director wrote this movie as well, I just think if someone was just a little better, more talented in that realm, this could have been a really cool and good horror movie. But I think the dialogue is very bad, and it's very easy, predictable dialogue. Like, you know how you point out bad dialogue? When you're watching a movie with characters and they're saying things that just don't feel realistic. Like, it doesn't feel real, and like they don't feel like humans, and that like takes out from the audience watching that movie. So the dialogue was just pretty bad in this movie, and I don't want to be too mean. I hate doing this to people, but the acting in this movie is also not very good. The husband character has so much ADR in his performance. There are many scenes where he is like not being shown talking, but you hear him talking, and it's ADR. Like, a lot of his performance is that way. And I'm like, does he have like an accent or something? Because I heard it in one scene, but I don't know. The little girl, it's a little girl. Can't really critique a little girl in a movie, but she has a good moment. There's a good moment where you can tell like, wow, she's really scared. But then there's a few other moments there. But then there's a science character. He's supposed to be a weird character. That performance, man, I hate critiquing performances, but yeah, this movie's not great in the acting department. And when it comes to the actual kills of this movie, it's hugely disappointing. Like, hugely. And it's an R-rated movie. Like, there's one scene with good blood, and it's like a spraying. That's it. Like, the kills in this movie are super disappointing. And like, you could tell the movie's trying to have some fun because the movie starts off like a comedy. Like, seriously, there's a lot of comedy in this movie. A few little jokes. One scene with a dog, like a cute little dog sitting there watching a TV, and it's a dog wearing a wiener suit running in slow-mo. That's the one that made me chuckle. So that's the kind of comedy you're getting. And sometimes I don't understand why horror movies are trying to do a lot of comedy mixed horror. Like, sometimes it really works. Like when you think of like Get Out, like that movie has really satirical comedy, but also can be scary. And there's other movies that can do that really well. But this movie, either be a comedy or horror movie because you're balancing it not really well. And then also when it comes to the script writing, there are things in this movie that they tell you that happen in this movie, but don't make sense because there are certain things that information is given to the audience, and it happens to certain characters, and it's like, how are you alive? How we were told this, how are you alive? Also, how did these people die when we saw this in a flashback and you were here? So there's literally mess ups like that, and it's not well done at all. Like, I'll give the movie this. It's an easy watch. It's 90 minutes. It's not made super poorly. I just think some of the acting, the dialogue, and just the overall creativity of the movie just wasn't there enough to where you could really latch on to any character, and the situations never felt scary because they went for a lot of jokes in this movie. And in the end, it's honestly just a bad movie, but not like a trash movie. I'm gonna give Sting a D plus. Comes down to theaters April 12th. When you get a chance to see it, I would love to know your opinion on the movie. For me, I don't know. It was a pretty bad movie. But I could totally see people watch this movie and be like, you know what? It was fun enough. Like I could see that being a lot of people's review. And if you guys enjoy this earlier movie review, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everybody.